Hi and welcome to another maths example video. So this one is looking at bearings, in particular true bearings. So when we say true bearings, it means that we have been starting from north, the origin, and then it's saying how far we've gone around. Okay, so let's have a look at our first part of our example. So it says A, B, C, and D are 4 points as shown. So here's A, B, C, and D. Okay, so it says, give the true bearing of each point from the origin in this diagram. So the origin is that part here in the middle. So what that means is that for every single one of these, we need to start from north. So we're starting from this line here, and we're seeing how far round each line goes by degrees. So let's start with A. Okay, so for A, what we're looking at is we want to know what this little angle in there is. Okay, and if we zoom in, if you look at it a bit better, we know that here is 90 degrees, okay, because east is 90 degrees, just in case you've forgotten. Okay, now to find out what's left over, we know that this part here is 35, but that's not what we want. So to get this part here, I'm going to go 90, take away 35. So 90, take away 35. And that's going to give me 55 degrees true. So we found our first one, which is awesome. So now let's do B. So B, if we look at B, that's going from here to here. Okay, now if you look at B, it's done a full 90 degrees, and then it's done an extra 45 degrees. So I'm going to go 90 plus 45, which is going to give me 135 degrees true. Alright, let's do C. We're going to do that in a different colour so it's easy to see. So C is talking about going from here all the way around to here. Now, this one here, if you look at it, we've gone a 480, but they haven't told us what that part here is. So instead, I'm going to go a full 270 and then take away the part that they've given in here. And then that'll tell me that difference. So I'm going to go 270. Because we know that this is 270, take away 30. And that will give me 240 degrees true. Okay, so now we've done the first two. Let's do our last one before my Apple Pencil dies on me. Okay, so our last one is going all the way around, and we're going up to D. Now, if you look at this one here, we've done a full 270, and then it's told us we've done an extra 70 degrees. So all we're going to do is we're going to go 270 plus that 70. Okay, and that's going to give me 340 degrees true. And there you go. We have now done finding what the bearing is from starting from our origin, starting from north, which is 0. Okay, in our second part of our example, it says, give the true bearing of O from A and O from D, so the origin from A. So what this means, if we look at this properly, is that we are actually starting at A. So instead of starting here in the middle, we're starting at A. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw a new set. Okay, we'll do it nice and straight. We'll pretend that's nice and, perfect. Okay, and up here is going to be my north. Okay, and what we're wanting to find out in this one is we're wanting to find out if we start from here, what it's going to take for me to get through to there. Okay, now something you should remember from when we did geometry earlier in the year is that this angle here, because we're dealing with a couple parallel lines, this angle in there is going to be the same as this angle. Now we found that angle in our last part of our example, which was 55 degrees. So when you look at it, we've done 180 degrees plus that 55. Okay, so now we go over here and we're going to go 180 plus 55. Okay, and that's going to give us 235 degrees true. So that's how we approach these ones, is we've then got to draw our own set here and start from there. So the other one we've got to do is O from D. Okay, so that means we've started up here at D. Okay, so we're going to draw a new compass here. Okay, and we've gone, that's north. Okay, so always starting at north whenever we do anything. All right, and we're going round from here, and we're going round until we reach this line here. Okay, so we haven't quite done a full 180 degrees, but that's okay. But when you look at it, we've definitely done 90 degrees. And we know that in here is 70 degrees. So that means here is also 70 degrees. Yep. But does that really help us though? No, because when we look at this, we actually haven't found the origin because we're wanting to be pointing towards being down at this spot here is where we're wanting to find. Okay, so if you remember from our last time, we found that going all the way around to here was 340 degrees. Okay, now we have not reached that full 340 degrees because we're missing out on 180 degrees of that. So what I'm going to do to find from there is I'm going to go my 340, so what it was originally, and I'm going to take away 180 because that is what I haven't done. So if you look at, I haven't done that. And this is going to give me my answer, which is going to be 160 degrees when you do the math. Okay, so that means that this part here, from here to here, is going to be 160 degrees. Okay, now the other quick way you could do it is you go 180, take away. Now if I knew this is 90 degrees here, 90 degrees from here to here, and we've got 70, that means that that's going to be 20. Okay, so I would go 180, take away 20, and that's going to give me that 160. So either way of those two methods can work. It all depends on which one you would like to use. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope that made sense.